628 Dirt Rooster here with another little piece of beekeeping advice. It's March 1st in the south and things are starting to move pretty good down here. So this is going to be about swarm traps, just a little short thing about swarm traps. I split this hive yesterday with a queen cell. There's only one cell in there, but there's a whole bunch of brood in it. And it was already really thick. The box that I split off of it was about that thick. I'm just going to stick this honey super on it just so they'll start working in it. These are brand new foundations. Hopefully they'll start building a little something on it. You can go a bunch of different ways with your swarm traps. This is my supply stack, and I'll be putting some lemongrass oil in it because I've caught swarms in it before. But if you just have some nuke hives, that little small hive right there, little half-size box, put some lemongrass oil in that. I've used those with success before. If you go on Man Lake, MANNLAKE, Bee Supply, they sell a swarm trap that's made out of a bucket about that size. It's made out of a cardboard type material, but it's about the same size as this bucket, and I think that's a that is, I don't know, I couldn't find a size on it, but it says 10 by 12 egg can on the bottom of it. I think it's about a 3-gallon bucket. But if you go on and look at what they got on Man Lake, those swarm traps there are made out of cardboard type material, and I've seen other people on YouTube use them with pretty good success. So it's I think they're $25 including a swarm lure. Anyhow, you can make your own out of a bucket. You just can't put this in the heat, direct sun anywhere, because it obviously would cook the wax off the inside, anything they built in it. But the size is what makes a difference. They need a certain amount of space to build, and anything about like this or like this is good for them to start out in. When you go to set up your trap, the only advice I have as far as where to set up is the height off the ground. A lot of people say set them up 12 foot high, but every swarm I've caught has been 6 to 8 foot off the ground, so that's where I set my swarm traps, about head height. And direct sun or full shade really doesn't matter, because I've caught them in both. But if you know anywhere that's got hives already, it's best to set up as close to them as possible. And if you don't know of any hives around, you set them up in your yard. Maybe you get lucky. My lure is this little tiny bottle of lemongrass oil that I got from Health Nuts, and I paid $6.39 for this little bottle. And you don't really need much. Just take your, I'm actually not doing this right, but I'm just going to show you about how much you need. That's plenty right there. Normally I would put it on a paper towel and put it in a Ziploc bag and leave the bag unzipped, and that just helps it to last longer and keep from evaporating as fast. But this will work too, as long as you want to keep coming back and treating it. Here's the other half of that split I made yesterday. This is the one with the queen in it. I telling you, that's a busy hive. Yeah, baby strong. That one right there would have split on me in would have swarmed on me in just a few days if I hadn't caught it. So I'm glad I looked at it, but yeah, get your swarm traps ready. For any of you guys that are curious about how many splits you can do, you saw how many bees were in those 2 boxes I just showed you. I could split both of those again at least once, maybe twice, but we don't have any queens ready right now, so I only had 1 queen cell, and that's the only reason I only split once. So if you have boxes that are that healthy and you have access to queens, bust them up, make you some more hives.